We're very lucky today. We've got a Bhai Sahib that's come all the way from Mumbai in India to talk to us, and this is quite a big fortune for us because we don't normally get speakers that come from so far away, especially the caliber of Bhai Sahib, who is a social worker who does real Seva, hands-on Seva. Now we've all heard of Seva Das like Bhai Bhupinder Singh and various others who we've never had a chance to meet. We're very fortunate that we got a chance to meet someone like Bhai Sahib who carries that legacy, who carries that Sikhi legacy in the form of Seva, proper hands-on Seva within the area. Now Bhai Sahib is a banker. He works in the State Bank of India, so during the day he has a normal job. So all the Seva he does is in his own time. It's in the evenings and it's the weekends. Now, Bhai Sahib's Seva has been recognized in India, and he's won various awards, many awards within India, and he was fortunate enough also to be called up for the Sikh Awards. Now, I don't know if you're aware of this. There is a Sikh Awards ceremony that's been going on now for three years. I think we're in the third year. And what the Sikh Awards ceremony recognizes is achievements of Sikhs, and that's achievement of Sikhs in commerce, achievements of Sikhs in sport, in media, in television, and also in charity work. And Bhai Sahib was one of the nominees of that award. So Bhai Sahib came all the way from Mumbai for that ceremony. So again, I can't express how lucky we are to have the presence of Bhai Sahib here. Now Bhai Sahib's going to talk to us. We're having some technical problems today, but Bhai Sahib's going to talk to us about what he does, the Seva he does, tell us briefly about himself and what he's been involved in. So what I'd like you to do is listen carefully, listen very carefully, and be inspired. You know, take something from this. Ask questions at the end, but take something from this as well. Because in this day and age, there's very few people, very few Sikhs, ginti there, very few Sikhs that we can see out there who are visibly doing Seva for the community at such a level. And it's unfortunate that Guru Nanak's message of that Seva is perhaps not interpreted.
Jo bulawe, jo Nanak Das bole. Param Satkaryo Satsang ji, मेरे बहुत ही प्यारे लाडले tiny childs, Seva ਦੀ ਹਜ਼ੂਰੀ 'ਚ ਬੈਠੀ ਸਭ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀਓ, ਅਕਾਲ ਪੁਰਖ ਦੀ ਅਪਾਰ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਰਹਿਮਤ ਦਾ ਸਦਕਾ ਅੱਜ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬੈਠ ਕੇ उस टॉपिक के बारे जिक्र करना है जोड़ा टॉपिक बोलिया नहीं जाता, किया जाता। सब तो पहले सनीमर फतेह प्रवान करने जी, वाहिगुरू जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरू जी की फतेह। I should be excused with 3 reasons. One is I might be having an accent of English which is spoken in India, so you might have been having little difficult to understand it, but I'll try to explain this as better as I can. Secondly, this topic is a personal experiences in the field of social work for the last about 26 to 27 years. So I may use the word man for mera. I should be pardoned for so. मैं अकाल पुरख वाहिगुरू को माफ़ी मांगना, एक हो मैं नहीं हुई। This is just to explain you. When we talk about social work, Samaj Seva, charity, in general topic, in general way, when you talk about this topic in the people around you, we simply give 4 excuses. I will say excuse. You may see the reason. This all what I say is looking at the angle of the life in India. Might be here the lifestyle might be different, but whatever I say is looking at the angle of the lifestyle of India. When we talk about social service, Samaj Seva, charity, generally people give 4 excuses or 4 reasons. One is, I have no time. Here I have seen people are literally relaxed and moving around. But when I talk about people in Mumbai, particularly metropolitan cities, people are rushing like anything. No time. There was an incident on a foot-over bridge of the railway. A person was lying there. People jumped upon him. Nobody took care why he's lying, or at least make him silent. But after 2 days, it was realized that that was a dead body. How inhuman we are. We don't have feelings here. But we are rushing like anything. Second thing is I don't have money. I have various activities to be shown here, but of course, lack of time, I won't show you the whole of the episodes. We may discuss in our next session whenever Akal Purkh gives permission. If there are 10 activities which are run with money, there are 80 activities which are without money. You might have seen some of the slides here, like celebrating Valentine's Day, doing kirtan in old age home, doing kirtan in orphanage home, doing kirtan in leprosy home, cutting grasses in old age home, or cleaning the leprosy home, where the money is. I remember when this celebration of Valentine's Day was decided, the people thought of what we'll do. So volunteers was called off to join us in this old age home, wherein about 72 odd inmates, 35 females and 37 males. I spent only 400 rupees. Might be with your uncle, it might be not more than 4 pounds, I think so. 4 pounds. The activities was for more than 7 hours. We did half an hour kirtan. We have played their housey. We asked the old people what were their passion during their early age. Some was singer, some was musician, some was, telling jokes as such. And you will see one video there, where in old age home, people above 60, 65, 70 dance for 40 minutes. And that lady putting her hand around me and dancing, ball dance with me. And ultimately she told, don't offer me that I should marry you. 85 plus. But that 4 hours, so 7 hours and 400 rupees, you can imagine their happiness. They forgot everything. So I was telling that 40 minutes, 7 hours and 400 rupees, you can imagine the happiness of this old people. During some of the occasions, like in India, like festival Diwali, New Year, Christmas, or year shortly some festival was there of Hindus like Gokulashtami and Ganesh Chaturthi. These days, people of various organizations, charities, organizations, NGOs, they come to this old age home, they come to this orphanage home and distribute some sweets, some fruits and biscuits and all. One of our group ladies group from our office, they came to distribute sweets in old age home. While distributing these sweets to the old people, one lady took that stuff and dumped it in the locker. When I saw the locker, it was full with all sweets, fruits, biscuits, everything. So my executive wife, chairman's wife, told why she's not eating. I told, Madam, I know the answer. You ask it. When she asked that lady, she told that you take every of this stuff along with you. I don't need anything. Then what do you need? I need that you should sit along with me for 5 minutes and talk. That means they need only the people to talk about. They are not interested in any of the kind material things. But again, lack of time. Then, the third point is what I alone can do. Crores of pains in the world, lakhs and millions of people there. What alone I can do. I remember a story of Lowell Isley. He was a scientist. He was sitting near the sea beach with his notes to be written. He saw one person lifting something from the beach, going inside the sea, dripping out, again coming out, lifting something from the seaside and throwing in the sea. This whole process was continuously in me. Laurel Isley asked the gentleman, what are you doing this? He told, the sun is above the head, this is high tide. Water is coming out and the starfishes are stuck to the sand there. They die there. So I am lifting them away into the water so that they should survive. Laurel Isley laughed. He laughed. What kind of a person you are? Miles and miles of sea beach and crores of fishes. To whom you will make them live? That gentleman laughed. He took one fish from the sand and threw that same into the water. Came out and said, at least I saved that. So there is, a saying by Muhammad Iqbal, कि माना के हर गुलशन को गुलजार न कर सकेंगे हम. It's a Hindi saying, I will explain it in English. कि माना के हर गुलशन को गुलजार न कर सकेंगे हम. I can't make everybody's life blossom. There's a slide there, blossom with the flower. माना कि हर गुलशन को गुलजार न कर सकेंगे हम, पर एक खाक कम कर सकेंगे गुजरेंगे जहां से हम. Khar is a kata, a pinch. So you can't do anything, everything for the world, but something at least you try. If you try, the world can be in heaven. The world can be at peace. So this is the third part. The fourth point is, I have no organization. I am not secretary. I am not a president. What should I do? If somebody asks me to clean this Gurdwara you should not, you won't say that I am not a secretary of the church. It is our duty. But somebody on the road needs your help. There you should not ask for the designation you have. As a human being, you should carry on your work. But what a single person can do, it can bring a revolution. There was a serial on Star World, as it was, by Amir Khan, namely Satyalev Jayate, particularly the last episode. He explained the various activities done by single individuals. A single individual has done dramatic activities for the charity, for the human beings. He told, there's a village called Gurdwara in Bihar, India, a small village. From that village, nearest road, motorable road, is 70 kilometers. It's so interior. He was a farmer by profession, and he used to wait for his meals in the afternoon. His wife lives in the field. Unfortunately, that day she could not bring. And it's a real story. It's not a real story, it's a real fact. He, after seeing a long time, went in the evening, he saw his wife sitting on the bed, asked him, why you have not come? She told, I came in the afternoon due to heavy sunlight. I fall down, I broke my ankle bone, so I could not climb the mountain. That person was so frustrated, he sold off his cattle, he purchased a hammer and started breaking the mountain. People laughed. With one hammer, a single person, you want to make a way to that road? Yes, I did. And for 22 years, he broke that mountain and made a way. And motorable road was just 7 kilometers. So single person can do. Mother Teresa was alone. She lifted a child in Calcutta, and today the charity mission is there. Unfortunate for us, the same work what Henry Donald has done hardly 160 years back, the same work was done by Paikani 300 years back. Henry Donald has just wrapped a bandage to a wounded soldier. Besides, he was a richest person. But Bhai Bhupinder was not that rich. Though he was rich, but not that rich. But he dedicated his life to the charity, to the humanity, 300 years back. So where the Red Cross is, and where the Bhai Bhupinder is, each and every person in the world knows the Red Cross. Each and every person knows Mother Teresa. I'm sorry, I am not against of these people, but I am against of our prachar. Today, how many of our children knows how to pronounce? Even I wonder one of the place in Chandigarh, in Ahmedabad, children were unable to pronounce Rayaji. They can't pronounce it. Bhagat Puran Singh Ji, Pingalwada. How many people knows? Single person, he started his charity with 6 annas, that is 6 into 6, 36 paise. Might be hardly some pennies there. And today, that charity runs about 150 crores activities. Thousands and thousands of orphan children, mentally retarded children, widows are being taken care by Gurdwara. How many people of us knows Gurdwara? I say people who enter Golden Temple, who enter Darbar Sahib, jira sari Sikhi da tura hai. You enter Darbar Sahib, but you exit Gurdwara. You should know that Sikhs are not lesser than the other people who are doing charities. There was a Sikh in Delhi. His name is Bhagwan Singh Talavi. Now he might be about 92, 93 plus. He was an IFS officer, Indian Foreign Services, posted to Spain. He visited Maharashtra at the age of 51, 52. When the life of a person, they think of their career, 50. But as well said by one of the English writer, the first 25 years of your age, you learn. You study. Your academic studies, your literature, your Gurmukhi. Next 25 years of your life, you earn. That is the age when you can learn about and earn some money. And thirdly and lastly, the rest of your life, you return. You return to the society from which you have earned them. But how many people think of? Just thinking here that I want to do something. Even there is, Bani mentions that doing Seva can be done by 3 ways. Mansa, from the mind. Oh, she's painful. Just thinking in the mind also is also Seva. I remember a story of a patient in a hospital ward who was just near to the window, and the opposite side was the other patient. He's sleeping. The patient who was just next to the window, he was explaining every beauty from the window to the other patient who was in pain, always crying, always screaming, and he was always thinking of pain. And that other person used to explain, Areba, outside the climate is very good, sweet, people are moving around, trees are there, flowers are there, climate is chill, bands are going, all these things. The person on the other side used to enjoy that talk. One day, that patient died. The patient next to the window, he died. The other patient requested this nursing staff to shift him to near to the window so that I can see whatever he used to tell me. And when he was shifted, he opened the window. He saw a huge wall there. And he was surprised. My God, the huge wall. He asked the nurse, Sister, there's a huge wall. Yes, there was a huge wall there. Then how this person used to explain me all the beauty of the nature there outside? Gentlemen, there was a wall, not only a wall, the patient who was explaining you was blind. That means from Mansa, from man. Vacha, the second is Vacha. Mansa, Vacha, Karma. I hope 1058 pages, this line is there. Vacha, you should read for somebody. You read some Bani for the old people. You read some Vedas or some Shastras or their Bible or whatever thing. You read some stories from the blind children. You read some stories from the handicapped children. You might have seen one of the slides there, the painting with the often handicapped children. That is reading. And thirdly, and very importantly of course, is karma, practical, with hand. But these three activities, when we think of it, you see the expression of the people across who is a beneficiary of these activities. Various activities, there, your true involvement is not necessary. But your approach, your connections, your coordination, your links is helpful. You might have seen one slide there, an handicapped widow, paraplegic widow. She was given a relief by the State Bank of Patiala. So that was an approach. I made a coordination with the State Bank and took the benefit of State Bank's CSR activities. Though corporates, here I don't know, in India, corporates compulsory, they have to spare 10% of the profit in CSR activities, that is called corporate social responsibilities. But these are all in books. But practically, he did. Coincidentally, the officer who you have saw that giving the gift to that lady, he is the head of all international State Bank of India worldwide. So 3 days back, he was in London on 10th or 13th. He rendered these services. But when we think of doing some social work or some charity, we face Almighty. And when you do the ardas, and you say, Yakal Purukh Vaheguru, this is your service. I see everyone in everyone's your face, and this person needs an aid. And then you will realize, normally the 18 Sadi picture lagan film. The resources will land behind you. You need not worry about the resources. Presently, once in a month, one activity is being done, of an average roughly 25,000 rupees equivalent to. But the donors there are more than 50 people. This is because he granted that day. This is Guru Nanak ideology. Kit karo, naam rakho, pad sako. Our community, our culture is very modernized culture. But what we think is, if this hand does, this hand should not know. I agree. Because there are many of it. So unless I say, I do this, I do that. You see, I need one shirt from you. How will you come to know? So I have to tell them. ये चीज भी लोग है पर उधर एक हंकार ही बदबूना very much awareness different हंकार दूर But ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਦੱਸਨੇ ਆ ਕਿ ਵੀਰ ਜੀ, I never asked for any new thing, I never asked for money, I never asked for any kind in cash or materials new. But it becomes very easy for me when I ask people, ਵੀਰ ਜੀ ਇੱਕ ਸ਼ਰਟ ਪੁਰਾਣੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੈ, ਉਹ ਮੈਨੂੰ 2 ਕੱਢ ਕੇ ਦੇ ਦਿਓ. But if I ask ਇੱਕ ਨਵੀਂ ਸ਼ਰਟ ਆ ਦਿਓ, he will take twice. So ਪੁਰਾਣੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਲੈਣ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਲੋਕ ਦੱਸਦੇ ਆ, they run behind me to collect these type of stuff. Of course, ਇੱਥੇ ਤੇ people give them to charity shops I have seen today. Again, I say, what I am telling you is looking at the angle of the Indian culture, Indian lifestyle. But again, karna hai, to kithe karna hai? Where and how? Seva. Where should I do and how should I do? These questions always arise in the mind of youngsters. नवी पनीरी के मन से ये 2 प्रश्न कदे उठांगे, मैं कितने करा और की करा. I remember एक दरबार साहब which I visited early in the morning. Golden barriers, सारे गोलक है, इस तरह के गोलक है, golden barriers लगे हैं दरबार साहब खास तौर पर तुम देखो. Every day in the morning at about early in the morning, 5:30 or so, a person with the polish, he comes and does the polish. From this point to that point, polish karta hai. Ithe again one lady comes, she removes her dupatta. Uthe tak jali hai, एक gentleman आता है, पॉकेट को बाहर कर रहा है. तीसरा बंदा आता है, अपने मोटे को नैपकिन कर रहा है. ਅਸੀਂ ਸਾਫ਼ ਨੂੰ ਸਾਫ਼ ਕਰਨਾ ਲੋੜ ਹੈ ਉੱਥੇ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਕਰੋ. ਸਾਫ਼ ਨੂੰ ਸਾਫ਼ ਕਰੋ ਤੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਕੋਲ ਰਹਿ ਨਹੀਂ ਗਿਆ. I could not get. I asked ਵੀਰ ਜੀ, 3 ਬੰਦੇ already ਇਸ ਬੈਰੀਅਰ ਨੂੰ ਸਾਫ਼ ਕਰ ਗਏ. Why don't you come along with me and you clean the toilets there? ਵੀਰ ਜੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਗੰਦੇ ਤੇ ਗੰਦੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਸਾਫ਼ ਨਹੀਂ. So this is what we do. ਅਸੀਂ दिमाग लगा लेकर अकली साइड से भी अकली की चेतना. We should use this, not blindly. जितने लोग सेवा थे करो और की करो. ਅਸੀਂ सिर्फ लंगर का सारी सीमित सोच नहीं होनी चाहिए. सबका I give due respect with our activities, with our culture of langar, which is nationally, internationally मान दिता गया. But वही उत्थे का साढ़े सेवा नहीं है. You have seen some of the slides. कि जिरा काम असी गुरु का राज करते हैं, like Kirtan in old age home, Kirtan with the spastic students. Now it's very difficult for them to come here. Now how can old person or handicapped people can come here and climb 2 floors here? पर वो कीर्तन तो या बाणी तो वंचित है या नहीं. Let Gurdwara go there. Only the change of hymn, that's all. Activities is same. I celebrate Guru Nanak Dev Ji's birthday truly, but not in Gurdwara, but with the spastic children there. They are literally unable to come to the Gurdwara. Of course, the Gurdwara is also too far. So we have to take the wheelchairs. So why can't we do that? Guru Nanak Dev Ji Gurdwara नहीं लाया. उन्होंने कहता सी घर के अंदर धर्मशाला. गुरुद्वारे साड़ी एक साड़ी धुरा है जिससे सेंटर प्लेस है जिससे भी अप्रोचिंग हो सकती है. पर एक्टिविटी साड़ी इस 4 के बाहर नहीं होनी चाहिए. एक्टिविटी साड़ी बाहर होनी चाहिए. That people know. कि साढ़े को भी वो सोच वो समझ उन्होंने वर्गे भी है जेडे मदर टेरेसा या बाबा के So I was telling one, a person's name called Bhai Singh Kohli from Delhi. He was an IFS officer, visited Maharashtra along with his wife, 2 daughters, one stays in New York and the other in Canada. तो और सिर्फ महाराष्ट्र को बढ़ा है. And somebody told him that you visit Amravati, a village called Gurdwara, a small village, and there's a leprosy home there. He visited. That was run by Dr. Patwardhan. Dr. Patwardhan was on the last bed life, and he told that, sir, you belong from a zero-grade profession. You might be knowing various people, so I don't have any other legacy to run this charity. So if there is somebody who can take care of this leprosy home, wherein about 38, that time it was 38, now might be about 100 plus, to take care of this leprosy home. This IFS officer, 52 years of age, highly posted in Spain, he told that, "Mujhe pata nahi, I don't know, but I am there to serve this." He served that leprosy home for 40 years. IFS officer. People die for that position. He dedicated that for the caste of social work. How many people? Countable. You can count. But there are various in our community who are doing in their various way, like which is here I am linked with on LinkedIn with Pankama Singh ji. But awareness is not there. Like 300 साला असी मनाया बॉम्बे से बनाया महाराष्ट्र से. The various Nagar Kirtan ran from Nanded to whole of India. But सारे posters was in Punjabi and Gurmukhi. पर उसमें साड़ा अपना प्रचार होता है वो इंडिया में. ये अवेयरनेस निकालने के लिए ये जो सेवा है ये असी अपने अपने लेवल पे कर सकते हैं, अपने अपने जीवन से उतार सकते हैं. और शर्त है कि अपना घर मुसकरा अपना साथ है पर जो होता है. मैं मेरे घर बुजुर्ग बैठे हैं and I am doing charity in old age home and my mother is dying there of pain. पहला मेरा थे फर्स्ट होता है. उसके बाद मैं बाहर जाके अपनी सेवा में अपना प्रमाण दे सकूं. और मैं ये चाह रहा हूँ कि इस तरह के सेमिनार्स, सोशल सर्विस के सेमिनार्स, चैरिटी के सेमिनार्स जानकार सारे बच्चों को दी जाए जानकारी जिन्होंने पता लगे कि साढ़े जो रूट्स हैं उस सेवा तो होते हैं. साड़ी कौम सिर्फ वो पैरा पर नहीं खड़ी और रूट्स आर फ्रॉम सेवा. तो ये सारी सेवा जो थोड़े नाल जिक्र कर रहे हैं उस छोटे छोटे स्लाइड शो दिखाने हैं जोड़ा अज टाइम के करते हुए मैं बहुत ज़्यादा इसकी व्यवहार नहीं दे सकता. पर मैं जितना आप जी नाल इस टॉपिक के उत्ते विचार किए हो सकता है कुछ चीज़ां तुसी इस नाल एग्री नहीं करोगे. यू माइट नॉट बी एग्री विद माय थॉट्स because some of the culture here might be different with our culture there. But ये ਜਿਹੜੀ सोच साडी है ये जो भी ਅਸੀਂ विचार कर रहे हैं उस सेवा की वो साढ़े आप अपने आप को एक लेवल तक पहुंचा रहे हैं. A small incident जो बॉम्बे का बॉम्ब ब्लास्ट हुआ थी स्लाइड में तुसी देखा होगा. उस ब्लास्ट after every 3 minutes there was one blast, 7 blasts was it. उस ब्लास्ट की एम्बुलेंस की सेवा लगी The ambulance which I got a call from one of the person to lift one dead body from that hospital to his residence, which is about 60 odd kilometers. Shift there, hospital authority they becomes very rash because it was in a mass case. They get very alert. In one week, same hospital there was about 300 plus dead bodies. One body, I got a call, S.C. Pandey, he was the general manager of Western Railway, to be shifted to his place. The hospital authorities declared, S.C. Pandey, a body, take it away. That dead body was in 6 pieces and that too in a mutilated condition, with no coffin. Kaprai, because the whole market was shut down because of fear, and they was in short of clothes. So how to take that body? Then remembered the Sikh Dastar. I removed my turban, wrapped that dead body in that turban, and shifted in dead bodies from hospital in my ambulance to his place. The moment I opened my turban to wrap, one of the officers from that department, his name is Professor Bajaj, he mentioned in one of the newspapers, Mumbai Herald, और उन्हें ऐलानिया कहा था कि ये काम सिर्फ सरदार कर सकते हैं. This work can be done by only a Sikh. But उसका दिमाग आया के भी पास थी ये मान गुरु है, ये मान उसने बख्शा है. आपने सेवा लाएगा, आप दिवाले मान सानू सेवा तो असी की है, ये सोचने पर मान का गुरु देता रस्ता ही देता. आज हजारा मील दूर अगर मान लैना से थोड़े शहर आया, ये कोई ना कोई रीजन होगा, कोई ना कोई सीड्स पाए जिधर ये फ्रूट्स ना खाए. और इतने वास्ते इस प्रोग्राम वास्ते फॉर दिस प्रोग्राम जितना इतने वास्ते मेरे वीर जिन्होंने मेरा इशारा उपराला किया, who has done all efforts to bring into the knowledge of these activities to the organizers of this award ceremony, is my elder brother Bhai Bhupinder Singh ji, who has not only brought this to the notice of the organizer, but has done all sponsorship for me and for my wife. You can imagine how much big seva he might have done. मैं तो आपने स्लाइड शो दिखाते, but the background was somebody else. So ये सारा उन्होंने उपाले करके आप सारे बच्चों दे, सारे वीरां दे, सारे भैणां दे, मैं आप जी के चरण इत्थे आके बस रहा इस उम्मीद नाल कि साडी सेवा की चेन चलती रहे. असी किसी नालों घट नहीं हाँ, हर एक की सेवा प्रवान है, पर सिर्फ असी अपने आप को जागृत करिए. साढ़े बच्चों में वो फीलिंग्स जाइए कि एक डॉक्टर मैं याद आया कि अमेरिका का डॉक्टर सी जिसने साड़ी बॉडी की कॉस्टिंग कटी. सपोज यू वांट टू रिप्लेस योर किडनी 5 lakhs rupees in a rupee value. You have to do the heart transplantation 10 lakhs rupees. You have to do eye replacement 2 lakhs rupees. Likewise, he has calculated the cost of our life, our body, as equivalent to 3 crores rupees. 3 crores rupees. I don't know pounds कितने होंगे. Divided by 90. So that means असी कितने रईस हैं. How rich we are. ये अकाल पुरख ने सानू सारे आने देते हैं. You ask to the person who don't have this small tip of a finger how important it might be. But we are so thankless to अकाल पुरख. इस सारा कुछ होने के बावजूद भी असी ये शुक्र है अकिरत कर थैंक्स खुदा ये करिए कि सच्चे पातशाह को शरीर का दिता है उन्होंने पुछो जिन्हों को शरीर के अंग नहीं उन्होंने को पुछो जिन्हों के शरीर में रोग है उन्होंने को पुछो जिन्हों के बच्चों के सिर से माँ बाप का छाया नहीं you ask those children who don't have their parents but we should be very kind to Almighty's I particularly to the children I say that you should be very grateful to Akal Purkhaidu that you have been given so beautiful life so nice life you have the parents you have a healthy life you have a beautiful culture ये सारा साढ़े वास्ते एक नियामत है असी यही संदेशा यही मैसेज पैगाम और this is the message which I want to spread in the universe that समाज की सेवा एक साड़ा it is our not only our duty but it is our religion ये साड़ा एक धर्म है ये असी समाज वास्ते कुछ ना कुछ करके जाने करिए नहीं तो सोचिए कैसे कर सकते so मैं इतना मैं बोल रहा हूँ हो सकता है I might have hurted somebody I might have spoken some ऐसे words जेडे मैंने थे नहीं बोलने चाहिए थे जे मैं बोलते हैं तो I should be pardoned मैं उसे मदद आचार बख्शना अकाल पुरख का धन्यवाद आप सबका धन्यवाद जिन्होंने बड़े प्यार बड़े सत्कार वाला एक छोटा सा साड़ा टॉपिक को सुना और सुन के इसको अमली जामा लगाना ये सानों का भाई सहमत बख्शे कि कृपा करे वो अकाल को साढ़े अंदर भी वो भावना आए इस करके असी भी लोग सुखिए और लोग सवेले नानक प्रकट बात करते हैं वाहिगुरू जी का खालसा वाहिगुरू जी की फतेह।
I said there's a lot of voluntary seva, voluntary charity work in his own time, like Muhammad said at the beginning of the talk, in the Mumbai area and all over India. And he's here to basically tell us that we should all take the initiative and try to be involved in some charity work. Now, where we saw a place that was involved in handicap camps, old people's homes, and they go there, they do keep them there, they do programs there, they do celebrations there of different festivals. And it's an idea for us as well, like sometimes like around us, we have quite a few old people's homes in this country as well. We have handicap, we have disabled children's schools and other facilities around this area. Maybe we should one day do a trip there and try to integrate, try to do something practically. Now, in the main message place, I was saying that, other blind man was helping to create a beautiful kind of, like time for the other person on the bed. We should try and do our betterment for somebody who is as well as us. We all know people in our community, in our families that need help. And if we can try there first, and then obviously expand outside, which is great. What we'll do, we'll sit down and feel these things and look at something which we can get you guys involved in maybe once or a few times in a month, take you to our people's home, we can read them a book or read a story or something like that. I know there's a thing up there, he does some charity work in our people's home, he just goes there and reads newspapers to them and things like that, just talks to them. And I think that's a big thing, at that age, I think they will require your company for anything else. So I'm very thankful Faisal for coming here and sharing his lifetime experience. And I hope some of you guys have taken this on board. And when we do bring this place up, you volunteer to help us out. We don't want the others left doing it. Can we chegar a Faisal Seva? Can someone do it together?
Bulay Sonihal
Sat Sri Akal